Hi, everybody. We welcome you into a Wednesday edition of Gold and Blue Now. I'm Tony Caridi. Thanks so much for being with us. Dana Holgorsen making a very interesting statement during his press conference to media members on Tuesday. Now, normally a football team, when they travel on the road, will travel anywhere between 70 to 75 players. That's what West Virginia has been doing so far this season. However, with a question about his team's effort becoming ever more present, Holgorsen says he will shorten that travel list this week and may take as few as 55 to 60 players to Cincinnati on Saturday.
Everybody needs to be in it together, you know, and we may go to Cincinnati with 55 guys. I don't know, but 55 guys are going that are going to want to play together and that are going to want to win the game together. I'm pretty serious about it. You know, I tend to say what's on my mind. I don't know if you guys have figured that out by now, which that makes some people mad and it gets other people kind of a kick. But, yeah, we're going to take who wants to win.
Now, when West Virginia plays Cincinnati on Saturday, there is going to be a definite Mountaineer flavor on that sideline. Of course, Butch Jones, the head coach, is a former West Virginia assistant under Rich Rodriguez. Also, Dave Johnson, who was the offensive line coach at West Virginia last year, is now coaching the running backs for Cincinnati. A couple of graduate assistants include former WV wide receiver Brandon Miles and defensive standout Eric Wicks. And even over in the weight room, Dave Lawson, a former WVU strength assistant, is on the strength staff at Cincinnati. So suffice it to say, the two sides know each other very well. And as for Butch Jones' assessment of the Mountaineers, I had a chance to ask him that question during our statewide sports line on Tuesday.
Explosiveness. I mean, when you look at, you know, you can go right down the list when you look at Bailey and Austin. I mean, Tavon Austin, I think, is, you know, probably the premier player in our conference. And, you know, Geno Smith, and you look at the way he's running the offense, and I tell you what, you know, a lot of NFL talent, and I just can't say enough about Geno. I think he runs their offense efficiently. And, you know, the thing about Geno is he's quietly athletic.
When it comes to individual players, a guy that West Virginia has been watching a lot of this week is Isaiah Pead, and they'll be running after him a good bit coming up on Saturday. A very talented running back who was recruited by West Virginia, but he opted to go with Cincinnati. With more on Pead and his strong performances, here's our Chip Fontanazza.
Dana Holgorsen has said this many times before. Consistency is what makes players great, and Cincinnati running back Isaiah Pead may be put in that category. The senior running back has been one of the most consistent players in the Big East Conference for the last 3 years. 5'11" athlete, was a 3-star prospect by Scout.com coming out of Eastmoor Academy in Columbus, Ohio. He was recruited as both a running back and a defensive back, and Pead also had an offer from WVU to play safety, but in the end, he decided to sign with the Bearcats. Cincinnati recruited Pead as a running back, and his skills have paid off. In his career, Pead averages 6.4 yards per carry and has ran for over 2,800 yards in his career with 23 rushing touchdowns. He has also done well out of the backfield, averaging 7.9 yards per catch in his career with 5 touchdown receptions. The Ohio native is ranked 3rd in the conference in rushing with 821 yards behind UConn freshman Lyle McCombs and the injured Pitt running back Ray Graham, who's out for the season with an ACL tear. In 2 games against the Mountaineers, Pead has ran for 253 yards and 2 touchdowns on only 26 carries. He also has had at least 1 run of over 50 yards in each game he's played against WVU. With your player profile on Metro News Television, I'm Chip Fontanazza.
Thank you, Chip. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow, your chance to talk with Mountaineer coach Dana Holgorsen. It's the Dana Holgorsen Statewide Sports Line on the Metro News Radio Network, and you can watch the video stream right here at WVMetronews.com. Thanks for being with us. That'll do it for this edition of Gold and Blue Now.